Y'all ready for the rest of the show? I'm gonna invite my good friend, Paul Green, everybody! So like I said, we had a pretty good amount of names in here. So just a heads up, this is being taped, so we try not to get people under 18. So if we call someone that might be under 18, or we need to make sure the parents are okay with them being on stage, okay? Just a heads up, full disclosure, okay? We had an issue yesterday with Bryson.
That kid is such a hog. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like, how much stage time does he need?
I know. We want his stage time. No, it's a...
Right?
Yeah.
So did anybody, everybody who wants to put your name in the bucket, have you put it in there? Is there somebody who would still like to? Is there anybody who now, since they know what it is, wants to take their name out? Just kidding. You don't have to take it out. So seriously, if we call your name and just being on stage, it's just not your thing, just say no thanks and we'll leave you alone. We aren't going to bug you. But we would love for you to come up. All you have to do, you're just going to walk right up there. You're going to sit down here. We're just going to talk to you about what's going on in your life. You don't have to be funny. You don't have to be interesting. I mean, Josh and I weren't. All right, everybody. So we are ready to draw our first name for the Midlife Crisis Comedy Show. Let's do a little name drawing music. Close your eyes, Josh. No cheating. And our first guest is Andy Voss. Andy Voss, everybody. What if I just do this?
Everybody clap for Andy. Come on, Andy. Come on, Andy. Hey. Oh.
It's Andy Voss. He is the boss. And if he's really funny, this show won't be a loss. Hey!
So, talk into the microphone so we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Hey, it's Andy Voss, everybody! Now, Andy, you didn't know this, but we have special prizes for everybody who gets called on stage. So what happens when you have a midlife crisis? What do? You go out and you buy a car, right? Here at the Midlife Crisis Comedy Show, we are going to give Andy a free car. Right there, everybody.
All right.
For his midlife crisis. So go ahead and pick any one of those cars. But that's not all. There's more.
Paul, there's more?
There's more.
You want to tell them about this?
So, not only will you be getting your own very car, this, everybody, is something very special. This is the Midlife Crisis Comedy First Aid Laugh Kit.
Thank you.
Right? Because if you're having a midlife crisis, you have some bumps and bruises on those knees, am I right? Life has had some mishaps. So, this is an actual first aid kit. Because you know what they say, laughter is the best medicine, right?
Yeah, but the second best medicine is medicine.
Oh, yeah, actual medicine.
Yeah, actual medicine.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't like that joke at all.
Didn't like
they
it.
hated that joke. I don't know why.
2 people died because that joke wasn't funny.
Yeah, I know.
But like, we really needed to laugh, and that joke wasn't funny enough. So this first aid kit, you got some ibuprofen in there for those headaches, dealing with the kids. Or the career, and then you got some Band-Aids in there, some gauze. But if you need a laugh, our website and our social media handle is right there, the Midlife Crisis Comedy. So you can get some laughs and some first aid, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Now don't worry.
It's a plastic case, so you can stash things in there.
That's true. And if you're like out in the audience, like, hey, I want one of those, but I didn't get on stage. That's okay. You can buy them out in the lobby from us.
Yeah. So let's get on with it. You ready?
Let's do it. So talk to Andy Voss, everybody.
So before we start, Andy picked this cool little car, truck, SUV. It's got like a topper on it. Can you tell us why you picked this specific car?
He just bought his midlife crisis.
Whoa. Is that the wife?
Yes.
All right. I think we need to get a mic over to the wife because I have a feeling...
Yeah, I have a feeling she talks for him. I'm pretty sure...
What's your name?
Susie.
Susie, and you're Andy's wife?
I am of 42 years.
42 years. And that's
years.
why Andy has not said a word yet.
That's right.
We've already heard
Smart
from
man.
Susie from the audience.
So, Andy, what's your favorite thing to do?
Andy, Tell us more about yourself, Andy.
What's your hobbies?
Playing with his cars.
All right. So, Andy, did you actually buy a midlife crisis car?
I did.
Oh, what was it?
Bronco.
Oh, a Bronco.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense for that one. A Bronco.
A Ford Bronco. What year?
Yes, 2024.
A 2024? So my family growing up, we had a 78 Ford Bronco.
Very
and my
nice.
little brother just bought a 78 Ford Bronco to do like a restoration thing. And it's just taken all of his time and money. So,
Yeah.
huh? Is it white? His is green. Ours was white, though. The 78, yeah.
They lost it in 1993. It's... Thank you.
Yeah, we never knew what happened to it.
I don't know why. I don't know what happened. It's evidence. I don't know.
So, Andy, what was it about the Ford Bronco that you were like, I need to get one of these?
Cool. It's cool.
It's a
And
manly
it goes off
car.
road.
Wait, hold on. Your wife's going to fill in the answer again.
It's a manly car.
It's a manly truck?
Yeah,
It's a manly
because you
truck.
look at Andy and you go,
Manly, yeah.
manly, like just chopping wood. That's just like you, just the lumberjack is what I
Yeah.
look at. And I go,
I'm over here trembling, just like
I know, like, whoa. Watch it. If he
did
takes
trim
off
the
his boat
bushes
shoes, I'm
today.
in trouble, you know?
Andy is so tough, he's like, I don't even need shoelaces.
Yeah.
My shoes stay on out of fear.
So let's talk to Andy for a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Andy, are you, or what do you do for a living? Are you still working?
Yes, I am. I work for Raytheon in Japan.
For what?
I work for Raytheon.
Oh, Raytheon.
I thought you said I work for a man in Japan. I was like,
Wait, Raytheon, that's like computer chips and like missiles, right?
Yes.
yeah.
But in Japan, so are
Yes.
you just visiting or what?
Yeah, I'm here visiting.
Wow.
Are you visiting your wife? Does she live here? And
Yes.
Well, why else do you think we're married for 42 years?
our marriage works out great when there's an ocean between us. That's
Amen.
Well,
amen, says Susie.
some people have a king size. Some people have a Pacific.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah. So you're visiting from Japan. That's very
Wow.
cool. And who are you visiting here in Tucson?
Susie?
oh, okay.
Wait, is that serious? You guys don't live together?
Totally
Well-
serious.
Most of the time we...
Wait, serious?
I visit him on occasion.
So you two are married, and you live in Tucson, and he lives in Japan, and you see each other how often?
Every couple months. For a couple months.
This sounds like the ideal marriage.
Yeah.
Those of you who heard my set, I'm rethinking all of it.
So at
We
first
take
we were...
royalties on that.
What's that?
We'll take royalties on that.
I don't.
Royalties on that material.
Oh, okay.
No, so we moved to Japan 13 years ago together. And,
For 2 years.
No, for 2 years. Yeah, I'm 13
Okay,
years.
don't argue in front of
into
the
my-
children. No,
2
it was
years
2
on
years,
that.
honey. It was
Okay.
2.
And
you see
so
that?
when you, I have a question. So 13 years ago, had you ever been to Japan before then?
Yes, we lived there in 1996 to 2000 also.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So how did that discussion go? We're like, you know what, honey? I want to change countries. But I want you to stay here.
It went well. No. We moved there together. And in 2011, I came home and I said, "How about Japan again?" And she said, "I'm in." So we lived in Japan together for probably 7 or 8 years, and then Susie decided she needed to spend more time in Tucson.
Yeah,
AKA
because whenever I'm in Japan, I go, you know what I miss most is Tucson.
Yeah. Man, am I tired of all of these trees and all these seasons and green. I want Tucson.
You know, Japan's fine, but you know who has better culture?
Yeah.
I do miss the
I mean, we
sushi.
got the dirt. So much culture. I mean, it's just-
yeah.
Hey,
was
don't
that?
knock my town.
What's that?
Don't knock my town.
Oh, don't knock my tan?
My town.
Oh, my town.
Sorry.
Oh, gosh. I'm having a hard time
Yeah,
hearing
I'm having a hard time hearing.
Susie's
so,
witty comebacks.
yeah, actually pretty good.
They are good.
We should just have her come up here, and we'll get off. We're gonna put Susie and Andy up here,
Yeah,
and
I
then
think-
just let you guys.
I think you two need to have a conversation. I feel like.
Yeah. So,
That's
so when you just the second time you moved to Japan, did you just walk in there with like a karate gi on? She's like, no, time to go back to Japan. Like you just surprised her like that.
Pretty much.
Pretty much?
Yeah.
So, what do you do at Raytheon?
I'm a chief engineer, and I work with Mitsubishi for the parts that they make for us.
So you work with me, and what kind of parts are you making? Can you tell us, or is it like top secret?
Rocket motors and things like that.
That sounds top secret.
Wait, so you make rocket motors?
Mitsubishi does,
Are you
yeah.
literally a rocket scientist?
I suppose so.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna quit comedy now. I don't. No, it's amazing. That's phenomenal. That's. You might be the smartest person I've ever met.
Doubtful. Very, very
Okay,
doubtful.
sorry. You're the second. Susie's the smartest person I've ever met.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely somewhere behind there.
Yeah.
So tell us this. Andy and Susie, you've been together 42 years. Think way, way back. How did you two first meet?
We met on a ship.
On a ship?
Yeah.
Like a cruise ship or a?
It was a college program
The
that was on
Titanic?
a ship.
It was a college ship. You mean
college-
like? Are you talking about a championship?
No. This is a...
I met her at the ship, and we're all like, "Oh, what kind of ship?" He's like, "The football team won against all the other football teams." And then I became a rocket scientist.
It was a college that was on a ship.
There was a college on a ship.
Yeah.
Wait, you went to school on a ship?
Yeah, for one semester. Yeah.
The whole school semester was on a ship.
Yes.
Who are you?
Yeah. The
You-
love boat.
You want to be us, right?
Hi, have you been to those colleges on land? Well, here at Anchors Away College, we set sail for your education. All aboard! Here on floor 3, this is where we have science class. It's fun to dissect a frog when you're rocking back and forth. What is this college?
Yeah, what's it called?
It's called Semester at Sea. It was run by the University of Colorado.
I'm so confused. Does Colorado doesn't have an ocean? I don't think.
It was confusing to us too, but
Yeah.
it worked out.
Did you actually see the ocean when you went on the ship?
Yes.
Or did they like put like a bag over your head and like, hey everybody?
Whoa-woo! Whoa-woo!
By the way, this ship has no windows and it's going to be dark for the next 3 months.
We all wondered about that when they told us that.
Yeah.
He gets out. I'm a rocket scientist.
Yes, you are,
Yeah.
Andy.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna take your shoelaces away. Come on this way
Yeah.
here. Just come on. Come
Just
on.
put on this jacket. It's going to feel a little tight. So you were on College at Sea, which was a program through the University of Colorado. They stick you on a boat for an entire semester, and Susie happened to be on that same boat. You got some serious cabin fever, and here we are 42 years later.
Yes.
Nice. There we go. We got it. We figured it out. We did it.
So Andy, do you remember the first time you laid eyes on Susie? Do you remember the moment?
Roughly, yeah.
Yes, because
Yeah.
he had a crush
I mean-
on my roommate.
Oh, you had a crush on the roommate.
Yeah,
Oh, he pulled the old swapperoo.
Yeah, I was second choice.
So, okay, so you had a crush on her roommate, and then that didn't happen, but then you were like, hey, your roommate is a good second option.
No. I think what happened was he went to go ask the roommate out, and Susie's like, "You're going out with me instead." He's like, "Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
ma'am, yes,
No,
ma'am,
I'll tell you how it
yes,
happened.
ma'am." Okay,
All right.
yeah.
My birthday's in February, and that was early in the semester. And somehow there was a cake for me in the cafeteria. And Susie walked up to me and planted a really excellent kiss on me. And
Wow,
that
without
was
your
pretty much
consent.
it.
That's called assault.
Yeah, 43 years ago, that was adorable, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're canceled, Susie.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's-
Now you're canceled. Me too, Andy. Me too.
Hashtag.
Sorry, it's me also.
Me
it's me
also.
also. Hashtag. So, Susie, what was that all about? Were you just into him, or was it just meant to be sort of a what was going through your
There
mind?
were cocktails served on the boat.
So you were drunk.
Correct.
That doesn't make it better, Susie. You say that like, well, I was drunk, so I'm not responsible.
Can't rule it out.
So did you guys have any romantic date or chemistry before, or was that just out of the blue, I'm drunk, it's that guy's birthday, we're
Yeah,
on
it
a
was
boat?
early in the cruise. We actually did have our very first formal date in Japan in 1980.
In
1980.
Japan.
In Japan? What was your
Yeah.
first date in Japan?
Well, we were out looking for restaurants, and there was a big group of us. Nobody could make a decision. Susie and I looked at each other, and we kind of went, let's get out of here. And off we went.
What do you remember what restaurant or what you ate?
Yakitori.
What was it?
Yakitori.
Oh, lovely yakitori. I thought you were going to say like KFC or something. You know?
No, it's
We were
good.
in Japan. We're like, you know what? No, I want something from Tucson. You want anything from Tucson?
We
Let's
want
go.
something culturally significant from Tucson.
Can I get a gas station egg roll? Can I get that?
Actually, they did serve tacos on the ship. It was a Thai crew
Yeah, it was a Thai crew,
that served
Taiwanese crew.
It was a Taiwanese crew.
that
Okay.
served tacos with cabbage.
They served-
Tacos and cabbage.
Well,
And they
but it was
they needed to be spicy, so they used Chinese mustard.
Oh my goodness.
I do not like where this story is going.
And she was like, if I can stomach that, I can live with this guy. Is
Yeah.
what she said. She said that.
And then she was like, no, I'm wrong. We better switch countries.
Yeah.
I'm
That's it, yeah.
Going back to America.
That's amazing.
Sorry, I missed the name. What was the name of the Japanese restaurant you went to?
It was a yakitori restaurant. I don't know the name.
Just random yakitori.
Just yakitori.
Yeah, yakitori.
Is that? I don't know what that is.
It's chicken on a stick.
Yakitori is chicken on a stick.
Yes.
And they put it over like the coals, and it's like a little
Yeah.
thing.
So it's like a corn dog.
Yeah, like a corn dog, but with chicken on a stick. I don't know how else to explain it.
Oh, so it's more like chicken on a stick.
Oh,
Yeah.
like
chicken on a
shish
stick. I don't
kebab.
know how.
It's like a shish kebab.
Shish- yeah.
We're like, what's it like? It's like chicken on a stick. Yeah, but I don't understand what kind of. What do you mean it's on a stick? No, it's chicken on a stick. It's chicken on a stick.
All right. So, Andy, you've had an amazing life. If you could
Yeah.
expound a word of wisdom or a little life nugget to our audience about what you've just learned about life, like a life lesson, what would that be?
Be patient. It's going to change.
Is that what you tell yourself every night? With
That's what he says, because he says in 2 months I'm going back to Japan. No, I'm kidding. No. That's
be
really good.
patient. It's going to change. If you're going through a hard time, just be patient. It'll change. I love that. What do you? All right. So we have Andy. He's married to Susie, 42 years. They met on a college on a ship program that ported in Japan at some time, and she now lives in Tucson. He lives in Japan. You work for Raytheon. You are an engineer for rocket engines.
Yeah. Hey, how
For
come you haven't
Mitsubishi.
brought the astronauts back yet? Can we talk about that? It's your fault. It's your fault, sir. No.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So, Andy, now here's the exciting part. We are going to now improvise a song based off of that interview. However, you get to pick the genre of music as long as it's not country. We have a strict no country policy.
Yeah, sorry. This
For
is
that
Tucson.
reason is why we have a strict no
Yeah.
country policy.
I picked ska.
Did you say ska? Who are you? What is happening?
I don't even know how to pull that off. You're going to have to stall. Let me see if I can find. No, that's not ska.
That's
no.
amazing. Okay, so you're head engineer of Raytheon. How many kids do you have?
Just one.
Just one, because you're smart. That's why. Look at this guy. You see, this. I have 3, and they cost too much. Is your kid? Do they live here in Tucson?
No, she's in Chicago.
She's in Chicago.
Yeah.
Well, then Susan? What do you live in Tucson for?
I like hot weather.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's all right. We don't like Chicago either. They have terrible yakitori. It's just hot dogs on a stick. Okay. Andy, he's my new friend. Andy with Susie to the end. Andy, he's cool as a can. 'Cause any day he's gonna go back to Japan.
first time that anybody has ever suggested ska, which is...
Yeah, it's actually that was really good.
That's why it didn't go that well. All right.
Yeah, I know, we're both like, ska? Okay, alrighty then.
I want you to know that just because we pulled it off doesn't mean it wasn't really hard.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
That was a lot of work for
Normally
me.
I have somebody help me do this, but I think it's too much of a hassle.
Yeah, it's too much. We're just going to do a little... you guys ready for our next guest on the Midlife Crisis Comedy Show?
Here we go. Give it up for Mr. Fred Beal. Fred Beal.
Fred, everybody! His name is Fred Beal, and he's the red deal. He's walking slow, I hope he doesn't have a hurt heel. Here comes the man, Fred Beal. Fred Beal. Is it Fred Beal? Did we get it right?
Burl.
Oh,
okay,
Burl.
it is Fred Burl.
Well, I was wrong on the...
He has the handwriting of a man. It's not my fault. It's not. Okay, so like I said, so pick any car you want out of it here.
Here's a little car picking music.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
What do we
I
got?
don't want to reach between your legs to grab that. You gotta hand that to me. We are in a school, sir. And here's your your midlife crisis.
There's your
Can I
midlife
see that car real
crisis.
quick? Can we see? I just want to see what we got something. It says it's like a race car.
Oh,
but
like a
sort
race
of
car.
like a hatchback thing. Why did you pick that one?
I was pressed for time.
Make sure you're talking to the mic, Fred.
Pressed for time.
Press for time. You're like, we
I
just
just
need to get
reached,
this
yeah.
over with. Please. So it's Fred Burl?
Burl.
Burl.
Earl. Like Earl.
With an L. Earl with a B.
Do you have a brother named Earl?
Nope.
Okay, I was gonna say. 'cause
Hi,
you're-
my name's Earl Burl.
Yeah.
That sounds like a used car
And
salesman.
I don't have a pearl.
And then he's like, hey, Earl, you want to go for a whirl in my burl? Okay, never mind. All right, too far. Whatever. Okay, whatever, you guys.
So Fred, what's up? Tell us about yourself. What are you up to? What's going on in your life?
Just retired and moved down here to Tucson.
Into the mic.
Just retired and moved down
Who
here
you
to Tucson.
retire? Where'd you retire from?
From Los Alamos Labs in New Mexico.
Are you Walter White?
No.
We need to cook, Jesse.
Well,
I am Heisenberg. I am Heisenberg.
So what is Los Alamos Labs?
We are a nuclear weapons lab.
Yeah.
That's
Do you?
the Manhattan
met-
Project.
Who are these people in Tucson? We have like an entire defense contract here. Just you make the nukes, I'll send them into space.
Have you met Andy?
Yeah.
He's also.
Yeah.
You guys are just. If you two got together, it would be like a supervillain
Yeah, no, right?
situation.
I have in the basement the nuclear wars. All we need is a rocket ship from Raytheon. I know someone in Japan.
Who are you working for? Yakatari. It's like,
I see, Andy, that you have not brought the money that we require. We need a nuclear warhead from New Mexico.
you know, it's funny because you guys do that, and then he looks like he raises laser sharks. So it's all good. All right. So he's busy. So you just retired. You moved to Tucson because you're like, New Mexico sucks, but Tucson is where I get my turquoise.
Yeah.
You know, like, what do you, like, what's the...
I like the Circle K hot dogs.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is that like a chicken on a stick?
No, much better.
Oh, so good. Because you put the stick in all the hot dogs
Yeah.
with the bun on, and then you do the thing.
Okay, you want the hot dogs at Circle K in New Mexico is subpar compared to the Tucson Circle K hot dogs.
I like the hot dogs here because they put it in their own fats and then they roll it around all the day.
All day.
I like it to 12-hour hot dog. I like it slow cooked.
Our hot dogs have been soaking in the lost hopes and dreams of U of A students.
We call that Tucson sous vide.
So you were in New Mexico. So what did you do for Los Alamos, who makes nuclear weapons?
Nuclear weapons, yeah. Also,
That's where the original Oppenheimer project was.
Oppenheimer was there, right?
Were you just carrying on there?
Yeah, no.
Dr. Strangelove, I just have us, just,
Yeah.
So
just
what
a
did
love
you?
for nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
So what part did you play in the future destruction of the world?
Well, he actually just started. He's actually 31 years old, so
Yeah.
it's a tough life. It's a
A
tough
lot of
life.
radiation.
Yeah.
I just got out of high school last week.
Dude, we need to move this uranium out of the supply closet. Have the new guy do it. Hey, Frank!
Me and Bryson played
like-
on the same little league team.
Oh, you and Bryson?
They're like, we need someone to move this uranium. I'll do it for a Circle K hot dog.
So what did you actually do? What was your part in the nuclear weapon process?
I was the maintenance manager for the lab, so if stuff broke, we fixed it.
So you were the janitor. Okay, that's
We fixed toilets.
yeah. You fixed the toilets.
Plunger.
Okay.
You
Nuclear
fixed
plunger.
the toilets of the people
We had a nuclear
who
plunger,
actually
yeah.
were doing the work.
Fred, you're not supposed to be funnier than us. Okay, that's not fair. That's not fair for us. And
But I'll tell you, sometimes those toilets had a lot of nuclear waste in them. You know what I mean?
Nuclear sludge.
Yeah, a lot of sludge.
A lot of sludge.
A lot of sludge. Just gotta go in there and get it.
So I see a wedding ring. So married?
Yes.
Is she in the same country?
Yes.
Is she here?
Right there.
Oh, hi, wife. How are you? Good. Wow, we're not used to wives not totally dominating the conversation.
Give me a chance.
That's because Paul's not married.
Yeah, well. No, I don't think that had anything to do with it, actually.
Right. No, it's all right.
Wife, what's your name?
TK.
JK? So
TK.
TK.
TK. I am having a
Wow.
hard time with your names tonight. I don't know what it is.
TK as in testicle kicker.
No. I will.
He's just a testicle kicker. Did you all pull back? Is that too inappropriate?
Yeah,
All right.
that's clean. Yeah, okay.
Not clean enough?
Gotta
Okay.
get
I mean, it's the anatomical correct name. I thought we could get away
we
with it.
are in a school, people. It's okay.
So your wife's lovely name is TK.
TK and Fred.
TK
which
and Fred,
is-
so they both are anonymous.
Yeah.
That's not Fred's real name, and TK only gives initials.
Yeah.
All right, so Fred, how did you meet TK?
At a nuclear power plant.
Is that a true story, TK?
Were you
Yes.
like trying to break in, or like what happened?
No, I ran a project and asked him for some information.
And he's like, well, why don't you
Oh,
take down
yeah,
my
yeah.
phone number?
Tell me, Fred. Tell us the information.
She came and asked me if she had information she needed, and my first words to her were, "Why don't you spank me?" And she turned to me and said, "Well, bend over, big boy, but I'm going to get your information." So
Dating was so different 40 years ago, I tell you.
Wow.
We have assault. Your marriages would get me thrown in jail today if I pulled that. I would be in an HR department. I would. Why don't you spank me? And I'll tell you, well, you spank me, big boy. By the way, we have nuclear power and missiles in our control, and this is how we're speaking to each other.
I don't know if I feel comfortable about the nuclear power plant right now. It's what's happening. So would you just like break things to make him come fix them?
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
like
Fred, I broke my stapler again, and it's on the floor. I think I know how Chernobyl happened now.
Yeah, I think so. So Fred, so you married? How long you been married?
30 years.
30 years. God bless you.
30 years. 12 more years, you'll want to be in a different country.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you guys have kids?
One daughter.
One daughter.
In Chicago.
Oh, in Chicago. Wow.
So
Does your daughter know their daughter? Because it's Chicago. You know, everyone knows. Okay.
So when you went to college, was it on land?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good talk. So tell us, so now you're retired, what are you doing to fill your days? You picked up any hobbies, or what are you up to?
Writing a novel.
Oh, you're writing a novel. What
Writing a
about?
novel.
Is it about a
Is it about sexual harassment
It's
in
about
the
a man
workplace?
in a nuclear.
It'd be a man who wanders the desert wanting He'd be spanked for hot dogs.
But he's got a lot of
Nobody's
hair.
buying that.
There's a lot of long, luscious hair. That's how you know it's not actually
Like
about
Fabio,
Fred.
yeah.
It's like, yeah.
So, tell us about your novel.
It's it's about,
Do you know what your story is about?
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider, yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how the story goes. The
it's
whole book,
about-
page 2.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the movie about this. It's just actors on the screen going,
You gonna?
are we gonna...
Yeah.
We gonna?
Are we gonna... I suppose we should have a location?
You want to get a hot dog?
You wanna spank me?
No, I'm just gonna go up and kiss you without your consent. All right. Have you had a time to think about how you can sum up your story now?
It's about they develop a laser system for tanks that makes them indefensible against drones and missiles. Sells them to the Poles, and they invade part of Russia.
Oh wow! So it's like a war story.
Like a war story.
Like a war story, but the most boring part of the war story. Hey, we're going to talk about the development of weapons.
Yeah.
It's 400 pages of...
400 pages, that didn't work.
Yeah, day 1. Nope.
A lot of formulas in there.
Yeah, it's a lot, yeah.
So that's very cool. Well, good for you. So you're writing your novel. And what about you, TK? How's it been having Fred home all the time? Liking it or hating it?
I work 2 jobs.
You worked 2 jobs. Fred retired, and then you went to work. I'm seeing a pattern here. Like, she moves to Japan, she gets a job. What did I say?
30 years.
So what are your 2 jobs, TK, to keep you busy?
I still work at Los Alamos as a drone data pilot.
Wait, you still work in New Mexico?
I do.
You live in Tucson. She lives in New Mexico. She lives in Japan. What is happening?
30 years.
The other job is
I was
taxes.
going to say, Ron, in 15 years, you guys got to move. That's amazing. So you still work at the nuclear arms race or whatever it is. Do you guys call your marriage the Cold War? Or like, how do you...
He actually calls me too kind.
Calls you what?
Too kind.
Oh, too kind. That's so much better than testicle kicker.
I think so.
Hey, tell me, when you guys start your car, do you have to put in 2 keys and turn them at the same time?
Now we
On
will
my
have to
count.
kill-
On my count. 3, 2, 1, turn. Okay, so you still work at the nuclear power plant, and what do you do there?
I'm a data pilot for drones.
A data pilot.
Drones.
You do drone data piloting
Yeah, for the laboratory and other facilities.
for the laboratory facilities. And what's your second job?
Taxes.
Oh, taxes? And you do people's taxes.
Yes.
The government has paid you a lot of money. That's what I'm hearing. That is amazing. All right, so Fred, again.
I have a real quick question.
Yeah.
What is your daughter? What is your daughter? Is she a doctor? What is?
She's got her PhD in chemistry.
She's a PhD in chem.
So she's Walter White.
I feel like we're gonna get held hostage tonight. And
we have nuclear war, chemical war, and then we got rockets.
Rocket science, chemistry.
We've got Japan, we have Oppenheimer. We just have a lot of international conflict going on here at the Midlife.
Wow.
So much so that those two were like, yeah, we need to leave.
We don't.
We do not feel safe here. Very cool. So, Fred, thank you so much for talking to us. Now, if you could have your entire life in a music genre, what would that be?
Old style rock and roll.
Old style rock and roll.
Old style rock and roll. All right.
Okay.
Let me see what I can do about old style.
I'm gonna talk to you for a minute, Fred. How did you ask her to marry you?
I actually was old school. I got down on my knees and asked her to marry me. So
Both knees?
one knee.
One knee? That's
One
so
knee.
cute. Did you go to like the top of the nuclear plant or something? Or like how did?
Old style restaurant.
Old style restaurant.
Old school.
Okay, I like it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna steal that microphone back from you. Thank you. Guys, give Fred another round of applause. Can I help you over there? Okay.
Are you good?
Yep, he's got it.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. He's radioactive. He's a superhero now, I think, is what happens. That's what happens.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Welcome to the new wave. All right, everybody.
So
this
I'm
is
excited. This is our last person. I am so excited about because they have really good handwriting. I think Julie. Julia with the cursive.
Is that one of the ladies who left?
Well, you know what? We don't like her.
Yeah,
anyway.
we don't like
So
Julie and
what-
her cursive. Wait. Oh, is she right here? Do you not want to do it? Wait.
Okay, no, we're good.
Who are you pointing to?
How about Jenny? Jenny?
Oh, Jenny! Jenny is coming to the stage. She's gonna turn over a new page. If she's married, I really hope that she lives in the same house with her husband. Well, we'll find out. Jenny! Hello, welcome to the Midlife Crisis Comedy Show.
Make sure you talk into the microphone.
Yeah, get it close to the mouth
Now,
there so we can hear you.
I can get it out for you if you want me to, but go ahead and pick any car you want to.
Little car picking
Little car,
music for
big
you.
car, red car, blue car.
Jenny is picking a car.
Ooh, I like that
Ooh,
one.
what do we
That's
got?
nice.
What do we got?
Okay, so it's kind of like a race car. It's blue. Why did you pick that one?
I like purple.
Because you like purple, so you picked
And
a
there's
blue car.
purple
Okay,
flames.
that makes a lot of
No,
sense.
there's purple flames on it.
Oh, there's purple? Okay.
Oh yeah, it's got purple flames. Yeah. It's like
Jenny got real defensive there, right? Just, there's
it's like
eye.
that classic.
I like blue, too.
You know that classic Jenny song, "Purple Flame, Purple Flame." Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. All right. Okay, so Jenny, look. First of all, I love your dress.
Thank you.
Phenomenal. Did you make it?
No, but I wore it because this is where we got married, and we're celebrating our 19th anniversary.
19
can we get-
years.
Where's the
God-
mic?
God bless you.
So tell me, after 19 years of marriage, do you live in the same geography as your husband?
Yes.
Yes!
Yeah, we did it, guys.
Give it 11 more years.
We saved one marriage.
Husband, what's your name?
Tim.
Tim.
Tim
So we
and
got
Jenny.
Tim and Jenny.
Tim and Jenny.
And
Is
Tim
that,
did
is that
not
your
want
kid,
to
is that
be
your kid
on
next to you too?
stage.
Yeah.
Okay, good. How many kids do you have?
2.
2? Oh,
And-
there's one on the other side too. Okay,
and my
you don't like him as
mother-in-law.
much. That's
And
fine.
then
That's
your
okay.
sister is in between them?
One grandma.
That's my mother-in-law.
What?
And she lives in my basement part of the year.
She's what?
She lives in my basement part of the year because she's living away from her husband.
What is happening?
Okay, what's
I
your...
have never seen this many disenfranchised marriages in my life.
Okay, what's your name?
Linda.
Linda?
So Linda, you escape your husband 6 months of the year and you live in Jenny and Tim's basement.
Yes,
And where is your husband right now?
in Bellevue, Washington.
In Washington.
He's in Bellevue, Washington.
Bellevue,
Where
Washington.
he belongs, people.
And their marriage is so bad that she comes to Arizona in the summer.
Yeah.
That is a reverse snowboard. She's like, 115 degrees is better than beautiful Washington Bellevue with my husband.
Honestly, I think one of the most impressive things is that you have a basement in Arizona. Honestly. I think that, yeah. That's very
you must be
impressive.
crushing it.
It's very helpful because she does help with the kids during the summer while Tim and I work.
Okay, so what do you two do for work?
So Tim works for Raytheon.
Okay, before you answer, can we guess? Can we guess based
Yes.
off of...
Please guess.
Okay,
Actually,
I'm
my
gonna say-
coworker just left.
I'm gonna guess covert spy.
That's what I was going to say, covert spy who's also a librarian.
So I am the office manager for Sonoita Propane. So I'm the person you talk to on the phone when you need propane.
Office manager for Sonora Propane.
Yeah,
Sonoita.
she sells propane and propane accessories.
Yes, I do. How'd you know?
And then Tim works for Raytheon. And what do you do for Raytheon, Tim?
I work with missiles.
You work with what?
Missiles.
Missiles.
Air
Are you and
missiles.
Andy friends? Do you know each other?
Not yet. Hi, Andy.
Wow. What
Yeah,
are the
they don't let
chances?
them talk. They don't want the secrets to
Were you thinking when Andy was up here, you were like, I think I can get a promotion tonight because I have some leverage.
Chief
I want to go
engineer.
to Japan.
Yeah. So that's the question. Would you? So if Andy, just saying, if you got Tim a job, and would you move to Japan?
Sure. Why not?
Let's go. What are we waiting for? I don't know if there's any process. I don't know how jobs work. I haven't had a job in a long time, and so yeah, honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah, we've never had one of those. Very cool. So Jenny, how did you meet Tim?
It was at church.
Oh, what church? Oh, cool.
Ooh, what kind of church? Rattlesnake?
No, I think it was a knee-free, right? Yeah, a knee-free church in.
A what church?
Evangelism Free Church. He grew up LDS, and so he doesn't know a lot of these
okay.
things.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
So
wanna
he
go
was
there.
in the Air Force in Great Falls, and I was in nursing school.
Oh, so he's in the Air Force.
He was in the Air Force. He's
He
not
was
anymore
in the Air
now.
Force.
Because that's why. So in the military, the cooler your job is in the military, the more likely you will be homeless when you get out of the military. So
Well,
what you do in the Air Force? You
kinda
probably
true.
did something like
Munition systems.
ammo.
Ammo.
Yeah, nerd.
So it's true because he was in the Air Force and he was in ammo. There's not very many jobs, so you still have to continue in ammo.
Yeah.
So
that's
he
how it
works
works?
with missiles
Blowing
now.
things up.
That's so cool.
So Jenny, what was the first thing that you remember noticing about Tim? The first time you saw him in that uniform, and you just had to have him.
He did look very good in
Oh, I
it.
bet.
I bet he did.
Did you just go up and kiss him without his consent?
Actually, our first kiss was on our wedding day.
Was on your wedding day?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And
Did you
his
get
first
married
kiss
after
ever.
2 days of knowing each other?
It was less than a year.
Less than you dated
From
for an
getting
entire
married.
year and you never smooched? How disappointing was that first kiss?
It was an
Would that be
amazing
like, I now
kiss.
pronounce you man and wife? Oh, this was a bad idea. We should have test drove this missile before we put it in the launch bay.
He was an excellent kisser,
Oh, yeah?
even for the first time.
He's gonna
Hey,
kiss
19
it.
years
All right.
later, they're still in the same house.
Yeah. She's not. She's just saying he knows her launch codes. You know what I'm saying?
So, tell me about that. Was that just like a religious conviction? You didn't want to have any like lust before your marriage, or how did that happen?
So he wanted his first girlfriend to be his last, and so he basically asked me to marry him on our second date. Not exactly. He asked to kind of
He was
court
kind
me.
of like, "Hey, this is what I'm looking for. Are you in or out?" Which means
I did say until we get engaged, let's just make sure that this works. And so, but yeah, we
by this
Date.
works, you mean everything but physical affection.
we Eskimo kissed with our noses.
Oh, gross. That's- but
You
it's
see how that's done, Susie? That's called romance. Come here, sailor.
I will say that
Susie, we love you. I'm giving you such a hard time. Thank you for telling.
I will say
yeah.
that him going, my first girlfriend's gonna be my last one is very threatening.
Yeah,
it's very. Sounds romantic.
Yeah, that sounds like something a serial killer would say.
Yeah.
I want to make sure you are beautiful in my eyes forever.
I'm going to wear you.
Yes.
I mean, marry you. Okay, sorry.
It was very intentional, and it is because of our faith.
Because
I
your faith. Very cool.
I love that. Give him a round of
Very
applause.
beautiful.
That's amazing.
Beautiful. And now you've kissed how many times?
Uh-huh.
Well, at least two. At least two times.
Well, I don't know if you know how babies work, Josh. You don't actually need the
know.
kissing.
I'm not
All right,
a-
sorry about that. Sorry, I saw all your looks.
I'm not a rocket scientist. I don't know these
We will
things.
back it off.
Actually, one of our sons is adopted, so
So what?
we can only
So
for one.
you're adopted? All right.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Zeke.
Zeke? Love it, dude.
What's up, Zeke? And we have Linda was grandmother who.
Tim, Zeke, Linda,
And Josiah.
Josiah. Oh man, I was hoping for something like Monster Truck, you know, like Avenger, you know, like we got Tim, we got Zeke, Linda, Avenger. Okay, never mind.
All right, so Jenny, you are managing the Sonora propane.
Sonoita.
Sonora.
Frank,
Sonoita.
Sonora.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it?
Sonoita.
Sonoya. And then Tim is working for Raytheon on missiles. And then mom helps out with the kids while husband is in Bellevue, Washington. And then, so you met at church. He was in the Air Force, and you were doing nursing. Your first kiss, was it at the altar? Was it I do, smooch?
Yes.
Yeah.
I now
but
pronounce you
it
man
was
and
in
wife?
front of Wild Goose Island in Glacier National Park.
Wait, where is this?
This her skirt. She's wearing the skirt of where they got married.
Yes.
What national park?
Glacier,
Where is that? I don't.
Montana.
Oh, Montana. You got
Yeah.
married in Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody does.
Yeah.
Duh.
And I was going to live in Montana, and he was going to live in Tucson. But then, so, life lesson or wisdom that you could expound upon the audience about life that you've learned.
I would say Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer. Very good. Well, we can see who the atheists are. That was.
Yeah, just say.
The atheists or the Jewish people.
I saw this going right here. Okay.
Oh, he is not the answer. What are you talking about? Very cool. That's very beautiful. So, Jenny, what genre of music would you like us to immortalize your life story?
Let's go with blues and jazz.
Blues
blues
jazz.
and
Bluesy
jazz.
jazzy.
Like a bluesy. Like a-
Well, Jenny, let's talk about this. After you get done working at Sonoita, what do you want to do? Do you have a passion? Do you crochet? Do you make quilts? Or you seem like a very crafty person?
I am a crafty person. I
Yeah.
quilt purses.
You quilt purses?
Yeah.
And then you can use them as blankets later? I don't know how.
It's the sewing method.
Yeah.
And you sew together a purse.
That's so cool. Do you have one with you?
In the car.
Okay, well, we're going to steal it. So,
Well, you
what's
have
the,
to guess
what's
which
the,
car.
I was going to say, what's the license number on that car?
It doesn't have a license
Oh, yeah.
plate.
All right, Jenny. So here we got a little jazzy.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Jenny, her love don't cost a penny because it's priceless, you know. She loves her Tim. Oh, Jenny, she is so friendly. She loves her mom, but her mom's husband doesn't like him.
Now, Jenny, love is heaven sent, especially when you're trapped in the basement. But Jenny, life she did not miss, even though she waited a year for that first kiss.
Jenny, she likes to kiss you on the cheek. She likes her husband, her two sons, Zeke and Josiah. They are her life, and she can go higher than anyone, 'cause Jesus is the answer. Unless the question is, who's the employee of the month at her Sonoita?
Now Jenny, oh, she likes to take the relationship slow. She said, Tim, if you wanna kiss me, you better be Eskimo. But, oh, Jenny didn't think it was insane, because her love of Jesus has all she needs, that propane.
Jenny, anyone. She's gonna have Linda watch the kids for fun. That's what she does. Oh, Jenny, we love you all. It's gonna get real weird in here when your family watches us all kiss you. That's a thing that I shouldn't have sang to this elementary school. But that's okay, cause Tim and Linda and Jenny are cool.
Now Jenny couldn't wait for her wedding day to kiss her lover, but she accidentally missed and kissed her brother. Jenny with the propane.
Ooh,
Jenny, oh, with the propane. Jenny with the propane. Jenny with the propane.
thank you, Jenny. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Well, everybody, it's come to our favorite part of the show, and that's the end. Wait, don't cheer so loud for that. But we get a chance to meet all of you, and then we have to say goodbye. And, there's a rule in show business to always leave your audience wanting more, but we're overachievers. We always leave them wanting less. And we know there were so many people out there who we didn't get a chance to talk to, so this little part is a segment we like to call Sorry to the People We Didn't Call. We'd like to say sorry, Ryan Gibson. Where are you? He already left. And we are sorry, Chris G. Chris G, we don't care to meet you.
And we want to say goodbye to Howard Toalea.
Howard Toala?
Toala, Toala.
Howard Toala, I'm sure you have an interesting story, but we don't really care. But let's apologize to this special lady, Debbie Hemsworth. Debbie, your story doesn't have much worth.
But the one person that we want to say goodbye to, we're gonna see him later on, I know. After our show, come and say hi, take a picture with these guys. We want to see you all later. Our friend Zeke.
Zeke, yeah, okay.
Zeke.
We thought that was cool. We met you, Zeke, but we're not going to talk. Follow the example of your grandmother, and when you get married, live in a different state for 6 months of the year. But don't do that. Wait till you get married to kiss thing, buddy. Just kiss him. I feel like we're losing the audience
Yeah,
here,
we
Josh.
lost
I feel like...
do what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Do what you're gonna do. Anyways.
Everybody, we would now like to end the show with a little improvised goodbye song to all of our beautiful new friends here in Vail.
Okay. When we want to say goodbye to our friends who arc, they may have built a building or have made Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah, I see it. We met so many beautiful people. Some were employees and some were the boss. But let's not forget our good friend Andy Voss. Yeah, that was really awkward.
We want to say goodbye to you. We know we're not like Hanson. We're just a couple of comedians on a show put on by
Randy.
Charles Manson.
So goodbye, Vail. Goodbye, Vail. Jesus is the answer, so you won't go to hell. But goodbye, Vail. Goodbye, Vail. Everybody, thank you so much for coming out to the Midlife Crisis Comedy Show. Thank you to our special guests, to Andy, to Fred, and to Jenny, and of course, the one and only Randy Jensen, everybody. We love you all so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, I hope you got your money's worth, enjoyed the show. We have a few empty